we Ninibong, and welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things Transformers and Transformers action figure related. And I'm coming back at you today with another comic book review. So this is issue 3 of the Transformers Cross My Little Pony Friendship in Disguise line. So as I say, this is issue 3. You can find reviews for issues 1 and issues 2 on the channel. I'll put a link floating around somewhere here now to the playlist so you can watch all of these in order. But I have to say straight off the bat, seems to be no continuing storyline for this. They're just little stories. The first comic kind of sets up how they've come together, and then the rest are just little bite-sized stories really as we go through. So yeah, you can go back and watch them, but you don't really need to. Just understand that yeah, they've come together because of magic and stuff and things, and it's a bit of fun. So as we know, the information on this and the artwork, it's all a little cutesy. The first issue actually seemed to have a bit of a contrast between the animation and some the artwork, sorry, and in some places the Transformers looked a little bit more aggressive. Certainly as we've gone through the comics, the Transformers artwork as well has become a little bit more rounded, a little bit more cutesy. It's pulled a little bit more in line with the Transformers. The front cover here definitely relates to what goes on inside the cover. Unfortunately, we don't see Beastbox on the inside, which is a shame. I got excited to think that Beastbox was going to be on the inside, but unfortunately we just get the normal tapes that we get with Soundwave. I went for this cover. I think there was 2 different covers. There was one with Windblade on the front. I think I can show you that now. So the covers that were on offer for this, certainly where I got it from, were these. So obviously I went with this cover. The other cover was the Windblade cover, which is still a nice cover. You can see all of the Decepticons in the background there, and then the ponies on the bottom with Windblade in the middle, and a lovely little rainbow going through it. But I went with this one. I'm just a sucker for Soundwave and his tapes. In every single one of these we've got 2 stories, and in this story the first one is called Pet Sounds, and then the second one is called The Flying Foxtrot, and we can see all the writers, the artists, and everything there. Roll call on this one. So we get the ponies, Fluttershy, who is a friend to all creatures apparently, Discord, who is Draconius and the spirit of chaos, and Rainbow Dash, the fastest pony around. I know nothing about these. Not being a brony, I am purely looking at this from a Transformers fan point of view. And then from a Transformers roll call during this, we get the lovely Soundwave. We get Laserbeak, Frenzy, Ratbat, Ravage, and also we get Windblade and Misfire. We also get some other Decepticons that I'll show you as we go through, but for some reason they've decided not to call them out here. So in the first story, which is Pet Sounds, Discord and Fluttershy are having a nice spot of afternoon tea when outside there's a huge boom explosion type thing affair, and of course it's Soundwave, and we get the Soundwave to Megatron, and he's landed on an alien landscape. So this could be tied into the first issue when they are all landing, and this could be where he's landed, but again it could just be a story that's just taken from the side, because this is how it's been with all of them. So maybe this is tied into the first episode, I don't know. But when he lands, he scans the environment and begins to scout and try to secure, and he of course eject. So of course he ejects Laserbeak, Ratbat and Ravage, scares all the critters away, and they start to have a look. But the Fluttershy, of course, because all of the ponies think everybody should be friends, looks like she wants to be friends with him, and is super excited that he has pets. Yay, he has pets. So she takes her pets out to meet Ravage, Soundwave scans and decides that this is not a threat, so does not attack. However, apparently Discord is a significant threat when he is scanned, and so the Decepticon tapes are all told to attack Discord. And actually, considering the artwork in this, I think that's an awesome picture of Soundwave and his tapes. Really, really nice. Even though it is a bit softer around the edges than we're used to, I really, really like that piece of art right there. That'll be going on my Instagram in a bit. Then he starts to engage in an attack with Discord. Of course, Discord is chaos apparently, so can mutate and change into whatever he wants. The tapes go after the ponies. At some point, Discord decides that he's going to become metal, so he changes into something metal and starts to attack. And he starts to transform himself from a Trojan horse to a dragon, and then to some kind of crazy cassette player speakers with a box on it, which is quite funny. Fluttershy, however, decides that she's going to fix poor Ravage's boo-boo on the end of his nose. When she says this, Rumble, yes, this is Rumble, Rumble starts to get pissed off basically and says that we're robots, that's battle Decepticons, that's battle damage, we don't get boo-boos, and he starts to get pissed off as he does, talking smack to everyone, and smashes the cup of cream or lotion out of Fluttershy's hands. And for some reason, this really makes Ratbat and Ravage shocked that Rumble would do something, and they decide that they are actually going to protect Fluttershy, and everybody turns on Rumble. During this bit as well, the chaos beings are getting the upper hand against Soundwave, and of course none of his tapes can come and help him because they're currently engaged in a battle with Rumble. So Rumble is fighting off the tapes plus the ponies, and Soundwave is fighting off all of what looks like the Happy Tree Friends at this point, if anybody remembers the Happy Tree Friends. And basically Rumble says this is not how friends should be, and of course, because it's all about friendship, Fluttershy calls everybody off and says, did he say friendship? And then of course Soundwave decides that friendship is unquestionably superior to being Decepticons. So the new Decepticon logo is not peace through tyranny, it's friendship superior apparently. And then Megatron at the end starts to call Megatron and asks him to report his coordinates, where Soundwave says yes he will eventually, because he's having such a wonderful time with the ponies in Equestria. So maybe Soundwave lives out the rest of his days with his tapes happily ever after in Equestria with the ponies. And that's the end of that story. Moving on to the second story, and this is the Flying Foxtrot story. So this is the one with Windblade and Rainbow Dash, and basically what's happening here is Rainbow Dash is chilling in the clouds trying to eat an apple, and while Rainbow Dash is eating an apple, basically someone comes past really fast, and of course the person coming past really fast is Windblade. Nice looking Windblade here, very nice, lovely. The flames coming off the jet engines at the back, the heads looks a little bit off, but the rest of it looks fantastic. Looks like a really good Windblade here actually. So of course with Rainbow Dash, thinking that Rainbow Dash is the fastest thing in Equestria, then she challenges Windblade to a race to see actually who the fastest is. So they decide to race. So then they go for the race, and this is pretty cool. I like this startup line here, and perhaps I know nothing about My Little Pony at all, so can somebody help me here with this dude here and this here? Are these new characters for this? Is this something I'm missing from Transformers, or is this something that's actually in My Little Pony? Because I'll be honest, when I was picking up these, this is what I was looking for. Robots that turned into ponies, or ponies that turned into robots, those kind of things. And were we going to get that kind of crossover like we have with the Ghostbusters and, you know, Gigawatt from Back to the Future? We haven't got any transforming ponies, so is this a transforming pony, or is this something from Transformers that I've missed? Who's this dude? Is it the same dude, or is these two different dudes? Who are these dudes? Anyway, back to the story. They're at the starting line and they're getting ready to go, and suddenly the race is on, and you can see here that they're neck and neck and they're going really well. But of course, to spoil the fun, out of nowhere comes Misfire. And not only do we get Misfire here, but we also get the Rainmakers, Nova Storm, Ion Storm and Acid Storm as well. Unfortunately, we don't see we see Misfire with the gun, but Misfire's counterpart obviously we don't see during this for some reason, which is a shame. It would have been good to see that. And then as they go through the story, basically they get attacked by the Decepticons. The Decepticons fire some missiles, but they do some kind of crazy maneuver in the sky between Windblade and Rainbow Dash, and basically they move up the way really quickly and blow up the Decepticons with their own missiles, and then win the race on top of a pile of broken Decepticons. And that's it. That's the whole story there. And then it says, to be continued in the last episode. So the last episode is coming soon. The next issue we can see here, we can see it may be going back to the first issue. Maybe everything will come together for one final battle. I certainly hope there is some kind of ending to this, and there is some point to it, because I have been quite disappointed with the way that it's gone, with these being just little stories instead of an overarching one. We're back to the covers that we saw at the beginning, and then some advertisements here for My Little Pony, and then Goosebumps and Afraid of Everything. Is that right? And then on the back we have Marvel Action Chillers. Overall then, is it worth picking up? I'm picking these up because I've started, so I'll finish. I am disappointed, as I keep saying, with the lack of overarching story, and the fact that each one is now just like these separate bite-sized throwaway stories, unless I'm wrong and it will culminate in an issue 4. Is it worth picking up? For me, I don't think so. I don't actually think these are comics that I will keep in the end. I don't sell many of my comics, but I do think that these are ones that I'll probably get rid of on eBay afterwards. Yeah, you know, it's okay. It depends on what you want. One thing I do like though is a lot of people have been contacting me saying it's a really great way for their love of Transformers and their daughters' loves of ponies, or their sons' love of My Little Ponies, to bring them together with their kids. So the G1 fathers and mothers are getting together with their kids and combining over this one, which I think is actually a nice way to look at this and try and bring some other people into the Transformers universe who maybe wouldn't have read it before. So thank you very much for checking out this video. If you like what I'm doing around here, please give me a like, a share and a subscribe. I also have an Instagram account and a Facebook account if you would like to follow me on those channels as well. And with that, I'll see you in my next video. Alright guys, in a bit. Peace!